My least favorite part of YouTube is setting up the gosh dang camera. Hi guys, my name is Catherine Fisayo. The whole premise of this today is that y'all are gonna sit with me while I build a terrarium. So I have some materials and some dirt. I have tea. So you know this video is gonna be hot. No, I don't have any tea about my life, but I have tea because I'm gonna be talking. I think for me, I really wanted to document this moment right now that I'm feeling, which is actually not super amazing. I'm experiencing something that I haven't experienced in a long time. Well, maybe that's not true. And that thing is loneliness. Let's get into it, guys. First, as I introduce this topic, I'm going to take my dirt. So I went to this flower shop. I actually found it a few weekends ago, and last time I went, I just browsed, and I just thought it was so pretty because I buy flowers every week for my apartment. But then I ended up going back yesterday being Saturday, and buying the materials to build myself a little terrarium. Hold on one second. I think I need to grab water for my moss. Okay, I got the water. This little guy that I have here already has a name. It's Francesca. So we'll have to see if the entire terrarium itself is called Francesca. But yeah, I'm just like, this second confinement, I'm just experiencing this like feeling of loneliness. And to give you some like context, I think it's a couple of different things. Essentially, a lot of people in my program left. Life has opened back up in the States. I don't have a lot of strong connections out here, so I think it's fair that I feel lonely. She told me not to put flowers inside the terrarium, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway because I don't know how to fucking listen. You know, moral of the story is that I've never really been quite alone like this, especially being the youngest. And you can understand why you feel that way and that it makes sense, but it also can still feel kind of hard. I'm just like really perplexed and interested in this idea of like people my age who were starting life, and this is supposed to be the time where we're doing all this adulting, and all that adulting really reaps the benefits in the sense that we get to do adult things and be with our friends and build connections. Okay, so this is what we got going. I'm nervous because this little guy has some pretty intense leaves. Okay. We're going back to plant number 1 because we got a little lost in here. And I know a lot of it is very, very circumstantial. Like, it's coming from this place of my program. The people I normally would be with are not here. There's not opportunities to go do things with people because, like, go to dance. Or I'm also just shocked by, like, when you feel lonely, you also feel kind of unwanted in a sense as well. And like, maybe this loneliness comes with a reason that you deserve. Okay, this is not doing the do. I think we're gonna have to reformat this. I keep deleting leaves by accident. Oh my gosh, I'm killing the plants! So it's partly of my own doing because people have definitely been reaching out to me to talk and do all kinds of things. But I'm really like trying to practice being able to be okay like with just myself. And I think part of it is interesting because it's like partially something that when you get out of college and you're like 22 that everyone experiences. Like, I remember my siblings kind of going through this when they got back from college, of feeling like lonely, like essentially like things change more or less a lot, and you're kind of stuck navigating like making new friends when it's not facilitated by the bubble of college. I think I'm trying to do too much. I literally, in my head, I was like, I need to put some of these plants on elevation. Talk about doing too much. Like, you're looking for new things to fill up space in your life. Also trying to define like what you are and who you are in this time. And in the midst of that, we're in a pandemic. I hope I didn't kill this little guy. Guys, look! It's the Babs. But to conclude all of my thoughts on loneliness, I think I'm looking for opportunities to really push myself and put myself out there, to build more connections with people, and yeah, let's hope for the best. But I don't know, to be honest, I don't really have any uplifting concluding words on this. It's like letting yourself feel that, doing things to make yourself feel better, and also recognizing the circumstance in which you ended up like in this place, or the circumstance as to why you're feeling that way. And my circumstance is I'm in a city that's in lockdown. There's not much I can do about that. There's Francesca in the front. There's a glare you can't really see. Brandon on the side. And then we got Timmy in the back. It's so cute. And I wanted to document this moment and see this now, so that later, when either I get better at being okay with being in my own company and making myself happy and content in that way, which surprisingly I do feel content, but also lonely, interestingly enough. I want to remember this moment and remember this time as well. It's a time. It's April 18th. It's about like 4 p.m. I'm guessing, and I feel lonely. But I spelled the terrarium and I'm really happy about it. Alright guys, so that's all for today. I'm glad that we had this little chat, and if you're feeling lonely or felt lonely at any time during COVID, feel free to leave a little thing in the comments about that experience and what it was like for you. You are also someone who happened to be moving to France or living abroad away from their family in the States, and you're really feeling isolated just because how things are progressing there and things are not the same here. Also leave something in the comments. I'd be happy to FaceTime. We can talk about our emotions. Yeah. Good chat, guys. Joyeux anniversaire. See if there's any problems, like the plants are starting to look a little bit sad, I'll go back and try to repot with the pebbles on the bottom and then lower the amount of soil. But I think it turned out so good. Look at it, it's so cute. And that will be that. But yeah, and wow, why didn't I think of all these things while I was filming the video? Probably because I was too distracted by the terrarium. Maybe I should have just focused on talking.